Michael Jackson stopped his concert. For 8 minutes, the reason will make you cry. Michael Jackson was in the middle of Man in the Mirror when something in the audience made him stop singing. Mid-note. 72,000 people watching, live concert, and he just stopped. But wait, this wasn't a technical problem. The band was still playing. The lights were still on. Michael Jackson was staring at something in the crowd. What could make the king of pop freeze during the biggest concert of his career? August 16, 1993, Bucharest National Stadium, the Dangerous World Tour. This was the concert everyone wanted tickets to. 72,000 fans. People had camped outside for 3 days. Michael Jackson had just finished Billie Jean. The crowd was going insane. He was about to start Man in the Mirror. But that wasn't even the shocking part. The real story had started 6 months ago, and nobody in that stadium knew the truth. Let me tell you. February 1993. Sarah Mitchell was 11 years old, leukemia, stage 4. The doctors had given her 6 months. Before the diagnosis, Sarah had been normal. Dance classes, school plays. She'd saved up her allowance for a year to buy Dangerous on cassette. She played it every morning, every night. Her bedroom walls were covered with Michael Jackson posters. "Why do you love him so much?" her friends would ask. "Because he's different," Sarah would say. "Like me." Sarah had always been the shy kid, the one who didn't fit in. But when Michael Jackson's music played, she felt understood. Then came the headaches, the bruising, the diagnosis. "How long do I have?" Sarah had asked her mother. Her mother, Rebecca, couldn't speak. She just held Sarah's hand. "It's okay, Mom," Sarah whispered. "I'm not scared. I just want to see Michael Jackson. Just once." Rebecca's heart shattered. They lived in a small town in Romania. No money, no connections. How could she possibly get Sarah to a Michael Jackson concert? That night, Rebecca sat at the kitchen table. 2 a.m. She'd been staring at blank paper for an hour. How do you write a letter to someone who gets 10,000 letters a day? She started writing, crossed it out, started again. Finally, she just wrote from her heart. No editing, no perfection. That night, Rebecca wrote a letter. She didn't know where to send it. She just wrote to Michael Jackson, Los Angeles, USA. The letter said, "My daughter is dying. She has 6 months. Her only dream is to see you perform. I know this is impossible, but I had to try. Her name is Sarah. She's 11, and she loves you more than anything in this world." Rebecca mailed the letter. She didn't tell Sarah. Why give her false hope? 3 weeks later, a woman knocked on their door. American accent. Professional looking. "Are you Rebecca Mitchell?" "Yes. I'm from Mr. Jackson's team. May I come in?" Rebecca's hands started shaking. "Is this real?" The woman smiled. "Very real. Where's Sarah?" Sarah was in her room, too weak to come downstairs. The woman went up. Rebecca heard Sarah scream, not pain, joy. "Mom! Mom! Come here!" Rebecca ran upstairs. Sarah was holding a letter, crying, smiling. The letter was handwritten. It said, "Dear Sarah, I heard you wanted to see me perform. I have a better idea. How about you come see me in Bucharest? Front row, you and your mom, everything paid for. I can't wait to meet you. Love, Michael." Rebecca collapsed. This can't be happening. But it was. Plane tickets, hotel, VIP passes, everything arranged. "We're going to see Michael Jackson," Sarah whispered. "Mom, we're really going." The flight to Bucharest was Sarah's first time on a plane. She was too sick to be excited, just tired. "What if I don't make it to the concert?" Sarah asked quietly. Rebecca held her hand. "You'll make it, I promise." But Rebecca wasn't sure. Sarah's platelets were dangerously low. The doctor had said traveling was insane. If something happens to her, the doctor had warned. "Then it happens while she's chasing her dream," Rebecca had said. "Not in a hospital bed." They landed in Bucharest 2 days before the concert. Sarah could barely walk from the airport to the car. The team had arranged everything. Wheelchair, medical support, private room. Fast forward to August. Concert night. Sarah was in the front row. Special wheelchair. Medical team on standby. She'd gotten worse over the summer. The doctors said she shouldn't travel. "I'm going," Sarah had told them. even if it kills me. Rebecca was terrified, but she couldn't say no. This was Sarah's dream. Before the concert started, a security guard approached. "Sarah Mitchell?" Rebecca's heart jumped. "Yes?" "Mr. Jackson wants to see her, backstage, just for a minute." They wheeled Sarah behind the stage. The energy was electric. Dancers warming up, band doing sound checks. Then Michael appeared, in his gold outfit. Ready to perform, he knelt down. "Sarah, you made it." Sarah couldn't speak, just nodded. "I'm going to find you in the crowd," Michael said. "And when I do, I want you to sing with me. Can you do that?" "Yes," Sarah whispered. The concert started. Michael Jackson emerged from smoke. The stadium exploded. Sarah was crying, happy tears. "He's real, Mom? He's really there." Michael performed Jam, then Wanna Be Startin' Something, then Billie Jean. Sarah knew every word, every move. She was singing along, too weak to stand, but singing. Rebecca was watching Sarah, not the stage. Her daughter was alive, really alive, for the first time in months. Then Man in the Mirror started. Michael was singing, "I'm starting with the man in the mirror." And then he stopped, mid-sentence. The band kept playing, but Michael went silent. 72,000 people confused. "What's happening? Is he okay?" Michael was looking into the front row, directly at Sarah. He walked to the edge of the stage. Security moved forward. "Bring her up," Michael said into the microphone. The crowd gasped. "Who? Bring who up?" Michael pointed at Sarah. "The young lady in the wheelchair, please." Rebecca's heart stopped. "Sarah." The medical team was panicking. "She can't. She's too weak." But Sarah was already reaching out. I can. Security lifted the wheelchair onto the stage. 72,000 people watching, cameras broadcasting live to millions. Sarah was on stage with Michael Jackson. Michael knelt down, face to face with her. The microphone caught everything. "What's your name?" "Sarah," she whispered. "Sarah, do you know this song?" She nodded. "It's my favorite." Michael smiled. "Then let's sing it together." He stood up, held Sarah's hand, and started singing again. "I'm starting with the man in the mirror." Sarah sang with him. Her voice was weak, but she sang. 72,000 people joined in, the whole stadium singing. For an 11-year-old girl, 8 minutes. Michael Jackson held the entire concert for 8 minutes, just standing there, holding Sarah's hand, singing with her. The camera zoomed in, Sarah's face on the jumbotron. Tears and joy mixed together. She was living her dream, in front of the world. Michael wasn't performing anymore. He was just being human, present. There. Between verses, he'd look at Sarah. "You're doing great," he'd whisper. Not for the cameras, just for her. The crowd wasn't screaming now, they were crying. 72,000 people watching one girl get her miracle. "I'm asking him to change his ways," Sarah sang, her voice breaking, but strong. Rebecca was in the front row, recording with a small camcorder, her hands shaking so much the video was blurry, but she didn't care. Her daughter was alive. Really, truly alive. When the song ended, Michael hugged Sarah, whispered something in her ear. Sarah's eyes went wide. She nodded, crying. Michael took off his jacket, the famous gold jacket from the concert, and he wrapped it around Sarah's shoulders. "This is yours now," he said into the microphone. "You're the bravest person here tonight." The stadium erupted, standing ovation. Sarah was wearing Michael Jackson's jacket, on stage, at the Dangerous tour. Security lifted her back down. Rebecca was sobbing. Thank you. The media went insane. Cameras swarmed. "Who is she? What's her name?" Michael's security formed a wall. "No interviews. The family needs privacy." But the footage was already spreading, live broadcast. 72 million people had watched it happen. By morning, every news channel in Europe was running the story. Michael Jackson stops concert for dying fan. The king of pop's 8-minute miracle. Rebecca turned off the TV in the hotel room. "They don't understand," she told Sarah. "This wasn't about publicity. He did it because he saw you." Sarah was exhausted, but smiling, the gold jacket wrapped around her. But here's where the story gets even more incredible. After the concert, Michael's team came to the hotel. "Mr. Jackson wants to see Sarah, privately." Tomorrow. Rebecca couldn't believe it. He wants to see her? The next day, Michael came to their hotel room. No cameras, no press, just Michael and Sarah. They talked for 2 hours, about music, about dreams, about being different. Michael sat on the floor next to Sarah's wheelchair, not above her, with her. "Do you get scared?" Sarah asked. "All the time," Michael said. "Every time I go on stage." "But you look so confident," Michael smiled. "That's the performance. Inside, I'm still the little kid who just wants to be loved." Sarah understood. "The other kids don't understand me," she said. "I know," Michael said. "I was different too. But different is beautiful. Different is special." He told her about growing up performing, about not having friends. "Sometimes the loneliest place is in front of a crowd," Michael said quietly. Before he left, Michael gave Sarah an envelope. "Don't open it yet," he said. "Open it when you need it most." 1 week later, Sarah's condition got worse, much worse. Rebecca opened the envelope. Inside was a letter and a check. The letter said, "Dear Sarah, you reminded me why I do this, why I perform, why I care. You made me remember that one moment can change everything. This is for your treatment, for your family, for your future. Don't give up. I believe in you. Love, Michael." The check was for $500,000. Rebecca collapsed, called the hospital. "We can afford the experimental treatment now." The doctors were shocked. This could save her life. Sarah went into treatment. 3 months of hell. But she fought. The experimental therapy was brutal. Days where Sarah couldn't get out of bed. Nights where she screamed from the pain. But on her worst days, flowers would arrive. No card, no name, just flowers. Rebecca knew who sent them. She'd hold Sarah's hand and say, "He's still watching over you." Week 7 was the worst. Sarah's body was shutting down. The doctors called Rebecca into the hall. "We need to prepare you," the doctor said. "She might not make it through the night." Rebecca went back to Sarah's room. Her daughter was barely conscious. "Mom," Sarah whispered, "I'm here, baby. Tell Michael. Tell him I tried." Rebecca broke down, but then she saw the gold jacket, hanging on the chair. She draped it over Sarah. "You're not done yet. Michael said you're brave. Prove him right." Something in Sarah's eyes changed. A spark. She kept the gold jacket next to her hospital bed. On the days she wanted to give up, she'd touch it. Remember the 8 minutes. Remember being seen. "If Michael believes in me," she'd whisper, "I have to believe too." The next morning, Sarah was still breathing, and the next, and the next. December 1993. Sarah went into remission. "You're cancer-free," the doctor said. Rebecca called Michael's team. "Tell him thank you. Tell him she's alive." They got a message back. "He knows. He's been checking every week." Years passed. Sarah grew up, graduated high school, went to medical school. "I want to save kids like Michael saved me," she told her mother. 2009, June 25th. Sarah was 27 years old, doctor at a children's hospital in Los Angeles. She was in surgery when a nurse ran in. "Dr. Mitchell, I'm so sorry. It's Michael Jackson. He's gone." Sarah froze, scrubbed out, went to her car, and broke down. That night, she posted a video on YouTube. Her in the gold jacket, still had it after 16 years. "In 1993, Michael Jackson stopped his concert for me," she said to the camera. A dying 11-year-old in a wheelchair. "He held 72,000 people for 8 minutes, just to sing with me. He saved my life, with his time, his attention, his money, but most of all, with his belief. He believed I would survive, and I did." The video went viral. 10 million views in 2 days. Then others started coming forward. "Michael paid for my sister's heart surgery. $300,000, anonymous donor. He visited my son in the hospital. No cameras, just kindness. He funded our entire cancer wing. We thought it was a foundation. It was him." Journalists investigated. The truth came out. Michael Jackson had privately funded medical treatments for 89 children. Over 15 years, $12 million total, all anonymous. He had one rule, his lawyer said in an interview: never publicize it, never use it for image, just help. CNN did a special, The Secret Heart of Michael Jackson. Sarah was interviewed. That night in Bucharest, he didn't stop the concert for publicity. There were no cameras on us. He stopped because he saw a sick child and wanted her to feel special. 8 minutes of his time gave me a lifetime. 3 months later, the Michael Jackson Children's Medical Foundation was announced. Sarah Mitchell was appointed medical director. "We're going to do what Michael did," Sarah said at the press conference. "Stop everything for the kids who need us most." Today, the foundation has treated over 1,000 children, full medical coverage, experimental treatments, hope. In the main lobby, there's a photograph, Michael Jackson on stage in Bucharest, holding the hand of an 11-year-old girl in a wheelchair, both of them singing. The caption says, "He stopped the world for 8 minutes. She lived for 30 years and counting. Time given is life saved." If this story moved you, please subscribe and hit that like button. Share this with someone who needs to remember that 8 minutes of attention can create a lifetime of impact. Have you ever stopped everything for someone? Tell us in the comments. Turn on notifications because more incredible true stories are coming your way.